Hi, welcome back to West Coast Geeks. I'm your host, Joaquin. How we doing, people? So, yesterday's video, I showed a history for the reskinning of B2. Excuse me. And so today's video, I just want to show new DMs, like the prep work that you can add into the Goodman's games, because that's the version I'd actually recommend that you buy, because number one, it's $50. Number two, probably get cheaper than that. It has two modules with B1 in Search of the Unknown, and three, it's already converted everything to 5e for you. So they've also added more encounters and a new layer in the Caves of Chaos. But in this instance, for me, I am, like I said, I'm reskinning it. But I wanted to let you know that I'm going to be doing DM's tips on the Goodman's Games version of it. So next week, next Monday, my group is getting back together and we're going to be playing for the first time. And so as they are going through the intro of the keep and they meet all the NPCs in there, I will be doing videos about that. And as they do different encounters, I'll be giving you the tips along with the stuff that I've changed, and you can add that in there. But the reason why I'm doing this video is because there is so much information on the different versions of this module that I wanted you guys to check it out, and I'm going to go over it real quick. So just give me a second. Okay, so if B2 has several different variations where there's like several different printings. I think it's like three, maybe four. I want to say it's at least three, where they have different like either it's artwork or the NPCs that they'll have in the back, or some of them, because they were the basic Dungeons and Dragons, they had some of those. Let's see if this one has it. This is not my original copy. My original copy's all jacked up. I want to say it was around here is when they had the some more stats for the basic set. So you don't need this, but if you do get a chance to pick this up, whether it's a PDF or you want to shell out the bucks for it, I would highly suggest getting this adventure, because there are so many cool ideas that you can rework, and you don't have to make it like Keep on the Borderland. They just have a lot of cool, interesting NPCs. And like this one's 64 pages, where the other one, I think it was close to 30. The labyrinths for the Minotaur, they added more to it. So that's one version of it. But they give you more encounters, and these encounters were updated because this is Return. They did a whole thing, like they did Return to White Plum Mountain. They did Return against the Giants, and this one right here, B2, Keep on the Borderland. And so they give more like an updated history of what's been going on with the caves, and there's a lot of, and some of these encounters I am going to add to the game, but it was mostly like the NPCs in here who, if you're a new DM, I think these are like some nice NPCs to use, because they also give you how to play them, and each one of them has a different personality. So the DM can, I know you can't see that well. Sorry about that. Oh, there we go. So you can easily, just switch out some of the skills and stuff like that. But, right here is like, quote, I've got an idea. And this is a wizard who's like really strong. He's got an 18th strength. So he likes to charge into battle with his staff and then back up his spells. A cleric in here tries to get everybody involved, and his quote is, "Let's see what everybody else thinks before making a decision." So this way, if you have like kind of like a new player or somebody who's not really speaking up that much, this NPC can, prompt that person to give in their 2 cents. And they also have some cool villains in here. And one of them I used, and they never did kill him. He got away to the point where they actually burnt down a boat trying to kill him. He was called Mendel the Slaver. And what Mendel would do was he would charm people and then sell them to the clerics in the Caves of Chaos, and they'd make them into zombies and stuff like that. So the group found out about it, and he had escaped, and he went down this hallway, and he charmed the person who had like jumped and was chasing them. And if they would have just continued to go into one room, they would have cornered him. So he harassed him for the rest of the time that they were in the Keep of the Borderlands. And this takes place in Greyhawk, so this was in Kalen, and then they bumped back up with him in Saltmarsh, and they set a boat on fire trying to kill him, and he got away. So yeah, to that group, if you mention Mendel, they get really upset. But I had fun with him. And there's some other villains in there, but when I do a review of that, I'll get to that. But this was really good. The next one, to keep on the Borderland, I actually liked the modules in 4th edition, and one of the main reasons why I did was because of their maps. Another idea that they went with in Keep on the Borderlands for 4th edition is they actually had the Cult of Tiamat. And so there are like 5 of these modules, and I have to get the other 4. But I wanted to get one just to see, but man, I'm telling you, these are double-sided. Sorry about that. I'm also trying not to rip it. So these are double-sided maps for encounters. That's in the module. The module's not that short, so there are some okay ideas in here, but nothing that I'd really want to use, not for this group, but it's there. And I kind of miss that. I did buy some 4th edition modules just because of that. And so now we get to Goodman's Games, and this is a big boy right here. It was first sold at, I want to say, like $90 to $100, but I'm pretty sure you can get these on Amazon for like $50. This will be my 3rd time playing this, and you can already see I already have my notes up in here. And once again, they do a pretty good job with keeping up with the advice for the DMs. They have the time they ask you to keep track of. They help new DMs with designing challenging encounters, and the truth is, you're just going to have to figure that out. Sometimes it's too little, and sometimes it's way too much. I know. And they have a nice section here that if you have a new player, I would actually just photocopy this and send it to them, or turn it into a PDF or whatever. But the advice tip for players is actually really good. So I'm going to be keeping the original map. I'm just moving the Caves of Chaos to, I'm keeping the original keep, just renaming it and tweaking it. But the Caves of Chaos are right here. So in my map, this road keeps going on, and in the adventure, they're going to find out where it leads to. But the Caves of Chaos are no longer here. They're going to be way deeper in the Whispering Woods. They don't know where, but if they want to go exploring the Lost Catacombs, they can go there. But as you can see with the updated version here, they have so many cool encounters, and I've already dropped hints on them. And so I'm going to have to put in my chat not to for them to watch this video, because it will spoil some of the things. But my boy Greg has already been through it, so he knows some of it, but he hasn't seen all of it. And like I said, they added some new encounters for the maps. And all in all, they just did a really good job with this. And they even added some additional encounters and some new creatures in here. And they give all the stats, which I love. And so the artwork is like, for me, is kind of like hit and miss, because they were like, well, we wanted to go back to that style back then. But I'm like, you can go back to the idea of the style, but, you know, give me a little bit more. Especially with some of the people that they draw. That's where it gets kind of wonky. At least for me. I like this. Not bad. So, that's it, people. These are the 4 versions of Into the Borderlands. I just recommend getting this, and if you can get like a PDF or find a free PDF of the Return to the Keep on the Borderlands, then it's definitely worth it. As always, if you're new to the channel, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate your time. When my boy Eric gets back next week, we're also going to be back to making the Advanced Dungeons & Dragons Player's Handbook, continuing on with the cleric spells. We're going to be reading everything, except when we get to the Dungeon Master's Guide, there's a couple of sections we're just going to skip, because we're not going to bore you with that. But other than that, our goal is to do all the advanced Dungeons & Dragons books that came out. That means the Fiend of Folio. That means Deity and D, my gods. And we're going to give our opinions on it and share any funny stories that we had while playing through that session. So, with that, people, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you made it this far, I appreciate the like. If you like what you see, subscribe, help support the channel. And with that, people, I'll catch you later.